Welcome back to the Coralogix DataPrime Academy course. In our last episode, we introduced the DataPrime syntax fundamentals. We wrote our first queries manually. And today I'm going to be introducing our most powerful learning and productivity tool, the DataPrime AI Query Assistant. So this isn't just about generating queries, it's about accelerating your DataPrime mastery. So we're able to translate natural language into precise queries, and it can even help us migrate from those other query languages. So let's see it in action. I'm in the DataPrime Query Assistant here, just on the Coralogix UI. I can describe anything in natural language. We'll start off simply. We'll go for show me the logs for the last 4 hours. Now we should know what this should expecting what this should be. It should be source logs, and it should be last 4 hours. And there we have it. There it is. And shift enter, we can run that. Brilliant. So now, best practices with this kind of thing. We want to be more descriptive. It's better to be more descriptive, more precise, concise of what you want. And that will give you some better results. So let's make this better. Let's show me the top 10 IP addresses by country, for example. There we have it. It's went off and generated that for us. We can see the count for each of our different IP addresses hitting our CDN. We can see they're choosing the pipe group by, the GeoIP, and then we're using a country aggregate count then as well. So that's how we're getting our count, and we're using order by and a limit of 10. Fantastic. So yeah, play around with this. Examples of good prompts is be specific and contextual. So things like show the database connection errors from the user service in the last 2 hours, or get the payment transaction failures with user IDs from today. It's always good to be specific and contextual. Examples of poor prompts would be too vague, like just show me the errors. I mean, what service, what time frame? Find slow things like slow what, how slow. Or just things like get user data. That's going to be running potentially on free text, and it's just not going to work. It's not efficient. So another good use of DataPrime as well, from the theory episodes, DataPrime can be used to build visualizations. So we can use DataPrime Query Assistant here as well, describe what we want in natural language, and we can use the Coralogix Visual Explorer to play around with this data and visualize it before we potentially implement it into a dashboard, for example. So here I'm going to ask the Query Assistant to show me the error logs by subsystem. And that will be a good visualization for a table potentially. Okay, fantastic. That's went off and generated that for us. We can see it's using source logs, pipe, group by, subsystem name, as that's setting the title of our table here, and the count. Fantastic. So again, play around with this. The Visual Explorer is a great way to use the Query Assistant to then go and visualize your data and build out some really impressive dashboards. So in our next episode, we're going to dive deeper into DataPrime. We're going to go into more different functions, sort by, group by functionality, and we'll look at more ways we can construct the DataPrime query. And for now, enjoy the Query Assistant, and please do experiment, and see you in the next episode.